and some of them can't, so they have to take less profit, or maybe they'll even lose money. But throughout the world, there is an exodus from the dollar, and it's G20 hasn't said this, but everybody wants, in the Illuminist camp, wants the dollar to go down. But they don't want it to plunge. They want it to go down incrementally, slowly. And so perhaps by the end of the year, we'll see the USDX at 71 to 72. It's currently 74.96. And I predicted that in January. And we're going to get there. And next year, there'll probably be a rally back to 76 or 78. It'll turn around and go down in May or June. And they'll test again and break. And it will be on our way down to 60, 50, 40. I mean, we'll know better when we get closer. And then they're going to form a new index with 20 major currencies weighted, and they'll be backed by 10 to 15% gold. That's my prediction. And incidentally, no one else has done that yet. Mm-hmm. And that's where I think we're going to end up in international trade.
That's a major statement, 10 to 15% gold-backed currency.
They're going to have to. If they don't, they're going to be right back in the same boat they were with the SDR, the special drawing rights, which have no backing, and the U.S. dollar that has no backing, and every currency in the world that has no backing except for 7% in the euro. That means every currency in the world for the next 2 to 3 years minimum is going to go down in value against gold. So the only place that you can be is in gold and silver-related assets. And if you're not, you're stupid.
Well, stupid, and along with, but those that aren't are China, Russia, Japan, South America, the Arab League, and Turkey and Iran, who have said no to the U.S. dollar. And I repeat, already China, Russia, Japan, South America, the Arab League, Turkey, and Iran have said no to the U.S. dollar. So what is happening to our dollar? Our dollar is going down on a daily basis, correct?
Absolutely. Incidentally, gold's up $25 right now.
Incredible. In one day.
It's trading over 1170. I predicted this, as you know, in the International Forecaster. We would get days. We'd start trading $20, $30 a day, one way or the other, and then it'll grow to 50, and then it will grow to 100 as we go over 2,000 and 3,000. So maybe we're at 4,000. It'll trade $500 a day swings. Unbelievable, but that's what's going to happen.
$500 a day swings. I mean, we've never been told that before.
Well,
we've never heard that.
That's why every time I get money, I buy coins, and believe me, I get lots of them.
You know, Joe, I want to thank Joe who emailed me and said that tungsten is not $70 an ounce, it's 70 cents an ounce. Mm-hmm. So not a real good deal there on that gold, huh?
Well, it looks like Robert Rubin can add.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Oh, this gold was stolen. I know darn right well it was. This is one of the Clinton-Bush crime family capers.
Could this have gone to Paraguay? Remember
Probably.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let me open up the phone lines. I'm going to take a couple of phone calls. 800-259-9231. 800-259-9231. If you know who did it, who stole the gold, tell us at the Power Hour. 800-259-9231. We'll take your phone calls at 800-259-9231. If you have a question or comment for Bob Chapman, the International Forecaster. See, you'd have known all of this if you were subscribing to his newsletter. And if you would like to subscribe, you're not on email or on the Internet, 877-479-8178, 877-479-8178. I'd like to get Genesis Midas Ted Anderson on here in just a few minutes to ask him what he thinks happened to the gold, because I'd like to know. I'd like to know what happened to the gold in people's minds that know what's going on. We're going to be back after this 3-minute break. Stay tuned. We've got the real Bob Chapman here, theinternationalforecaster.com. You can get a complimentary subscription for those of you that are new listeners. I know the rest of you have already gotten it. At 877-479-8178. Back in 3 minutes. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Power Hour, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. And we're talking to Bob Chapman today. In this next hour, we're going to be talking about Fort Hoodwinked down there in Texas and the latest on that. I think you're going to be most interested in finding out what the take is by Webster Tarpley on that. Right now, we're talking to Bob Chapman. And, Bob, we've got a bunch of phone calls here of people that would like to speak with you. So let's go to Dave in Utah. Dave in Utah, you're on the air. Go ahead, please. Or Vermont. I'm sorry, Vermont. Dave in Vermont, you're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hi, good morning. I want to remind everybody that the government has been giving us copper coins for 40 years that have been plated with nickel to look like silver. And it's a good thing that I got rid of the ton of 25-pound bars that I had a long time ago. But I'd like to know, how do I check my coins? It seems to me if they can drill out 25-pound bars and put I don't think they went through that trouble. I think they built them like that from the get-go. It seems like they could easily do coins and how.
Yeah, but I don't think it would be worth their time necessarily, though I have heard of some on eBay that supposedly are coming from China, and they also are fake ones. Let me go to Bob Chapman. He's the expert on this. Bob, do you know anything about the coin?
The coins, it's just too expensive. It's not worth it. If they're manufactured that way. They wouldn't be changed. Even with silver bars, it's not worth it. Even at $20 an ounce, it's too much trouble for the profit involved. Gold's a different story. Platinum's a different story.
Well, also, I think that what I've been hearing is that gold on eBay is 14 karat instead of 24 karat gold, and that's how they're doing it to fake the people out with those coins. Now, you can go to a jeweler and he can test that 14 karat versus 24 karat gold, right?
Right. And that's what they are. And if you read the small print, they tell you that's what they're doing.
What do you mean, read the small print? Where?
On these ads they have for these facsimiles of coins.
Oh, interesting. Okay, thank you very much, Dave in Vermont, for the phone call. John in Texas, you're on the air. Go ahead, please, with Bob Chapman.
Yeah, Bob, what I'm looking for, I've been buying gold for several years, gold and silver for several years, and I'm doggone happy that I have. When they do away with the dollar and go to something else, the Amero or whatever, what kind of a time frame do you think there's going to be on the switch over? Because what I'm looking at doing is when the gold gets up there at 5,000-6,000, take that and pay off my daggone mortgage.
Pay off your dadgum mortgage. I like that.
As far as the turn-in on old currency for new currency, it'll only be 1 month, and at the most 3 months. Now, that's what they did over with the euro. They had a 3-month conversion period, but they're going to do it quickly, and it's deliberate because people outside the country can't get rid of their dollars as quickly, and there'll be a lot of dollars that are never redeemed, old ones for new ones.
Okay, does that mean everybody taking their money out of their mattress and taking it into the bank?
Exactly.
And does that give them $1 for every $1 they turn in?
No. It'll probably be one new one for 3 old ones is my guess.
Okay, thank you very much, John. I hope you pay off that dadgum mortgage. Let's go to Bill in Illinois. Bill, you're on the air. Go ahead, please, with Bob Chapman.
Good morning. Bob, I got a question for you. Peter Schiff has got something he's promoting where you convert IRA kilo accounts into an account in the Perth Mint in Australia under your name and in your own vault, whatever. Do you think this is a good idea?
No, it's not a good idea. We received hundreds of complaints about the Perth Mint. I would never recommend it.
Oh, yeah, I've even heard about the Perth Mint. All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Bob Chapman, for joining us in the Power Hour today. Keep those monkeys out of your trees, okay?
I sure will.
Hey, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. I'll give you his phone number again after this break. Bob Chapman, theinternationalforecaster.com.